Good morning. This is video number 56, I believe, on my page, Advice for Life. And the reason I'm making this video is because I was in church today celebrating Easter, and these thoughts came to me. Now, in the past, I have spoken about sacrificial violence and its connection to Christianity. Let me explain about Easter. Sacrificial violence was always part of human history after we were expelled from the Garden of Eden. A curse was put on nature so that people had to work hard for the land to feed them. And all of nature suffered the consequences, as did human beings, who now had to work for their sustenance. And so from the very beginning, there were those who followed the one true God, and then there were the pagans who worshiped multiple gods. In both cases, there was sacrificial violence. That is, live animals, birds, animals that were raised for food, and the first fruits of the plants that were planted for sustenance were offered up to God as an offering, a prayer offering to please God. This prayer offering involved the sacrifice of the sheep or the lamb or the goat or the fruit that was placed on the altar. It was sacrificed to God in the sense that it was destroyed for human consumption. Humans could not benefit from it. It was offered to God and therefore killed and burnt. And even in the New Testament, animals were brought to the temple. Those who could afford them brought goats and sheep to be offered to appease and worship God. People who couldn't afford animals would bring doves or a rabbit. And people would bring what they could to the temple as an offering. And the pagans also used this kind of sacrificial violence to their multiple false gods. They would offer animals, they would kill animals, but the difference is that some of the pagan cults would also engage in human sacrifice. Children were sacrificed in order to appease the gods. If the harvest wasn't good, if the climate was bad, if the harvest was invaded by locusts, they would try to appease what they perceived to be God's anger at them, and they would try to appease God or their gods with this sacrificial violence. Now, the people who followed the one true God and who were being prepared by God for the advent of Christ, these people worshipped only one God, and at the harvest of the best fruits, the most succulent fruits, the best corn, the best grain, the prettiest lamb, the most perfect goats were offered, and the same with cows, etc., were offered in sacrifice as a prayer offering to God.